Hi everybody, Charles here. Welcome to Backroads Living. In today's video, we're going to head back over to the Dollar Tree and show you some things we picked up there the last couple of days. And we're still prepping the Dollar Tree, and our Dollar Tree, we stopped by there again today actually, and the shelves were fairly well full. The only shelf that we saw with issues was the shelf with the frames, the picture frames. It was pretty picked over, pretty dry, hadn't been replaced. And there was a few shelves in the cleaning section. So I'll try to drop those pictures off in here for you. But again, thank you for stopping by the video. If you haven't done it yet, like the video. If you're not a subscriber to our channel, we'd really appreciate if you hit that red button down below the video here that says subscribe, and subscribe to our channel. Hit that bell icon when it comes up to be notified of new videos that we post. And don't forget to share us on your social media channel. We really appreciate you, and we hope that we can all learn something in our journey here on this channel with prepping. Now, like I say, we stopped at our Dollar Tree, and I know that a lot of people are having a lot of issues with their Dollar Trees. We've done videos this past week dealing with shipping issues, supply chain shortages, labor shortages. One of the huge ships that was sent out to China to bring back a big load of those containers was turned away because they had one, or so they said, they had one case of COVID, and they turned the whole ship away. So that was a Dollar Tree ship. So the Dollar Tree is having issues with certain things right now and struggling in certain areas. We're hearing a lot of people saying that they're getting a lot of dated foods right now, a lot of cans that are dated, and we have been finding some stuff like that. But now today, when we went through our Dollar Tree, I made a point to go through and check the canned food dates and dates on some of the other stuff in there that were edible foods. And all the dates today that I found were good dates. They were dated out 2022 through 2023. And that's not been being the case here recently on some of the stuff we've been finding. A lot of the stuff we've been finding here lately was already out of date. So they've upgraded some of their stuff, which is a good thing for us, living here. I don't know how it is in your area, but I would appreciate it that the next time you go to the stores, check those dates for us. Look and see if they're putting out old stock that's got expiration dates already went past them, or just ready to go out of expiration. So keep an eye open for that and let us know what's going on, so we can keep everybody informed around the country that watches us. So again, thank you much. Let's get on into this video, and we'll look and see what we purchased. So the first thing that I want to show you is this apple cider vinegar with the mother right here. We have bought a couple of these there. Normally we buy the Bragg's apple cider, and we really like it. We use it a lot with our breakfast. We usually drink a cup of that, or a half a cup of that in the mornings with honey, and it helps with our digestive system. It helps with things like acid reflux and stuff like that. We do have medications for things like that also, because you never know what might happen. But yeah, apple cider vinegar is an excellent thing to have. You can use it on cuts and bruises and wounds and stings and just all kinds of stuff that apple cider vinegar can be used for. If you have stuff you like to use it for, let us know. Another thing that we purchased is this lemon juice. It says 100% juice from concentrate with a few added things. And this is good lemon juice. We've used it before, and we like it pretty good. So that's a big bottle. It's 32 ounces. 32 ounces of lemon juice for $1. That's a really good buy on that. Next thing we found there, and a lot of times Dollar Trees just have stuff hit and miss in the name brand things, and we found these large cans of Simply Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Now these are the big cans. This is a 18.6 ounce can for $1. That's a really good buy on those. I haven't tried those, but we're going to. We bought 2 cans of them. If you've tried them, let us know. I normally like Campbell's soup regardless of what they are, so we're going to give those a try and see. Another thing we purchased that we purchased there before and have shown in other videos, I'm sure, is the light brown sugar for $1. $1 a box on these. We purchased a couple more boxes of these. I use brown sugar in cooking, especially things like beans. I love brown sugar in pork and beans. A lot of times when we fix sandwiches or hamburgers or things of that nature, we'll open a can of pork and beans and heat them on the stove in a small kettle, and I put brown sugar in with them, and that really improves the taste of them. All kinds of ways to improve taste of stuff if you get out there and get it. But yeah, this is really good for bacon, and that's a good price on that, $1 a pound. I think I showed that a while back on a Walmart haul maybe, that we compared some prices. But again, this is something we use a lot right here, and we buy it real regularly when they got it, is this chicken broth. Man, this is good chicken broth, and this one's dated out to 2020, I think it's 2024. It's in the blue and I can't hardly see it. But anyway, it had a good date. I remember Sandy looked at it for me. 2022, 9/4/2022. So this one's still got a year and something left on it, these chicken broths. And they'll be ate well before then, I'm sure. Moving right along, we bought some of this a while back. It's been about a month ago, and I showed it in a video, and I did try it, and I wanted to show you again and let you know how I liked it. Now, I bought some of this vanilla flavored almond milk from Dollar Tree, and it's very usable in cereals. Now, I don't know that I would drink it by itself much if it was just me, but I can drink this in my cereal. And as a matter of fact, I don't know, 4 or 5 bowls of cereal with this in it, just to see how it would do over a period of a week, to see if I could stand it. So I bought some more of it to put back for our preps, and I can most certainly drink this milk. I like it better than I did the other milks there. And this is a 2021 September, so I'll have that drunk up before then. I didn't realize it was that close, but it's the only one they had in the store. But anyway, another thing we found, this does have a date on it too. I had never seen these there. See if I can find the date on this real quick. Sandy found it right off. She's real good at finding that stuff. Anyway, it had an end of year date on it when she found it. Are these large packs of Betty Crocker peanut butter cookie mix. These have got 20% more in them. I showed some of these before. Now, yes, I can make my own peanut butter cookies, and I do like my own peanut butter cookies. I have no problem making them or no trouble making them. It's just that these are so much easier to make, and they taste, to me, they taste just as good as what I make. All I have to do is throw this in a bowl with a couple of tablespoons. What does this one take? Well, now this is going to take a little more. This one takes two tablespoons of oil, 3 tablespoons of water, and an egg. Now the smaller one, the other one, only takes like 2 tablespoons of oil and a tablespoon of water, or vice versa. I don't remember which one it is, but it takes 2 of one and 1 of the other, and you just stir it in and roll it in a ball and pat it out with a fork and bake it. And it's so simple to do, and they are so good. And the thing about these, you can, for $1, you can, it said it makes, what did it make here? 20-something, 21 servings it says. You can take this and half it and still get 10 servings out of it. And that's plenty for me and Sandy. More than enough for me and her and Jeremy for, 10 servings. So we're getting twice as much basically for what we were buying the other for. So that's a real good deal. We bought, I don't know if I'll say how many we bought or not. We bought 5 of those. We like peanut butter cookies, and we buy Reese cups and quarter them up. When the cookies come out of the oven, we put a quarter of one of those Reese cups on the top of it and let it melt down over it. And we like that real well. I know. Sugars and sweets, we shouldn't be eating them. From time to time, though, we do like stuff like that. And this is another thing that we get not often. Only about this time of year we'll buy 3 or 4 bags of this throughout the season. But Sandy found these Brock's Autumn Mix at the Dollar Tree today, and these are real good. They've got a real good flavor to them. They're good through April 2022. So if we want to put them back or vacuum seal them and keep them, we can. If we don't want to eat them all, through this season. And we're going to pick up a couple more if they've still got them the next trip we go back. They didn't have many today. They may not have them, may not get any more back in. I want to share a story with you right here real quick in the middle of this. I've got some more stuff to show you, but none of it's food. And I wanted to, yeah, there is. Let me show you the last food we got here. Is the considered food is the coarse sea salt. We picked some more of this up. I can't remember what I was using it for now. But anyway, we got some more coarse sea salt. I know you all use coarse sea salt for canning and other things like that. So let us know how you use your coarse sea salt. I know people use it in dishes as well. Some people like it better with certain dishes than they do regular salt. But anyway, back to this story. I logged on to my Instagram account yesterday. And there's a person that I've been following for some time on Instagram, and they are true homesteaders. They have their milk cow. They get their own milk. They raise their beef. They raise all their garden produce. They have chickens and goats and just all kinds of stuff. And it's rarely that they ever buy anything in town. Maybe some sugar or salt or something like that alone. But they had made a post yesterday that really frustrated me and bothered me. And normally they never say anything like this, so I don't know what happened. But anyway, they started out and said that, they said, well, I find it humorous that when I go to the store from time to time to pick up whatever little things we need, I see people loading up their buggies, people who call themselves preppers. And she said, I find that funny. She said, because if you was really a prepper and wanted to take care of your family, you would be out here learning how to grow foods. You'd be learning what medicines to use from nature. She went through all this big stuff about what all she does. And I think that's wonderful. I do. I think people who know all the herbs and know all the wild plants that you can eat, and those kind of things like planting and daisies and, all that kind of stuff. I think that's good. I think that's a wonderful thing. People who know how to make their own salves and their own tinctures and all that stuff, I think that's great. You grow your own gardens and you raise your own food. Man, there's nothing better than that. But there's a lot of people that don't have that opportunity. There's a lot of people that don't live in areas where they can do that. There's a lot of people that don't live anywhere near a place where they could go out and get any kind of wild edibles. Nothing. I mean, they just couldn't. So when you see people doing what you consider prepping, if you're a self-sustainable type person, don't be down on other people, and don't look down on other people or criticize them for what they're doing. It's a situation that everybody's not the same, and every situation isn't the same. Everybody's homestead doesn't look alike. Everybody's pantry doesn't look alike. Everybody's income doesn't look alike. Everybody's abilities doesn't look alike. So people prep the best they can. And whether it be with a milk cow or with a jug of milk that they're canning, it doesn't matter to me. Whether it be with a can of Campbell's soup, or whether it be something that you canned out of your garden, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care which one you do. If you want to can it out of your garden and it be all fresh garden stuff, then I think that's wonderful. I do. I think that's wonderful. But if you can't grow a garden and you have to buy a can of soup that's got a 3 or 4 year expiration date on it, then I think that's wonderful too. Thank God that you had the money to do that and the forethought to put it back and supply for yourself. So when things are going real good for you, and you've got plenty of money, and you've got plenty of produce coming in, and you've got plenty of knowledge, and you've gained in your knowledge, and you've gained in your ability to do things, and you know how to do things, don't let it go to your head. Don't let your head swell real big and look down on other people that don't have that same ability. show kindness, show gratitude for what you've got, and show kindness, and share your knowledge with those who don't have that knowledge. Don't just badmouth people because they can't do what you do. Okay? I found that real sad. If my mind don't change, I'm going to unfollow the people. It just really frustrated me that they come across in that manner, that they were so much better than everybody else in their knowledge, and were just kind of bad mouthing people because they were prepping with canned goods and things like that. So, you know, guys, when you run across people like this, ignore them. Act like they're just what they are. People who have pride in their life, that's just too prideful. That's the bottom line. They're just too prideful. And, you know, the scripture is very plain in that a proud heart, God hates a proud heart and a proud look, and that pride comes before destruction and a haughty look before a fall. So keep that in mind. Always be willing to think back to where you came from. Think back that you had to start somewhere, and that only by the grace of God you're where you're at. Okay, so be kind to people, and with your words, because words affect other people. Now she could have very easily discouraged many people because she has several thousand followers. I mean, like 20,000 followers or more, and you know, she could have discouraged people with that. So be kind of careful with what you say about things like that. If you're well versed in survival or well versed in anything you do, prepping or whatever it is, just be thankful that you're well versed in it, and be grateful for it, and be willing to share that with others, and not look down on them because they've not got there yet. Okay, so anyway, if you haven't liked our video, like it. Stop everything you're doing and like the video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, subscribe and hit that bell icon, and you'll be notified when we upload new videos. I don't always stop in the middle of a video like this and tell a story. As a matter of fact, I think this is the first time I've ever done it. But that just struck me the wrong way when that happened, because I followed them for a long time, and I've always really appreciated everything they've ever posted and shared. But when I thought back over that, I thought, well, they really hadn't shared a whole lot of knowledge. They'd shared a lot of stuff that they'd done, not how they had done it or how they'd achieved it. So that helped me understand why they said what they did. But anyway, let's get on into this video here and finish up with the Dollar Tree. I told you last time I showed you that we went to the Dollar Tree, I said we'd try to buy some of those solar lights when we go out there and put them back, and right here they are again, buddy. They had them in. We got 4 more of these solar lights. These are wonderful things to have. Set them outside, let them charge, bring them in at night, and you've got lights inside the house. You can even take this bottom stem right here off, if I recall. You could drop this down in a jar at night, and it would illuminate even more, give you much more light. So these are good things to have if you have a lights out situation. You can have light in your house at night. It's not going to be real bright like a big bright light, but at least you'll have light. We found these again in our Dollar Tree. We had to get them out of town the last time, but I found some more of that fancy heat for $1. It's got like 2 hours worth of heat in it to cook with. Guys, listen, you can cook with this. Have you a meal right there, buddy. Heat you up a good can of beans or something, or a good can of soup or something if you need it in a grid down situation, electric out situation. If it's bad outside and you can't go out and cook, save these for the inside cooking when you have to cook inside. These would be great for that kind of stuff. We picked up a couple of those. We also picked up a couple more of these candles. Now we have some of these that we picked up once before, and I've been doing some research on them. Everybody I talk to about these candles and everything I read about these candles is good. They said these candles burn down evenly, and they give out a really good light, and they last a long time. So we invested in a couple of more of these today. Like I said, we already have some, but we got a couple more, and they come in different colors if you want to change up the color a little bit, and both of them are unscented. That's what I like about the candles. I do not like scented candles to burn for light. I barely do like scented candles, period. And when I get in a store, I've got a very sensitive smeller on me, and when I get into a store and get over into the detergent aisle and areas like that, I can't stand it. I cannot take it. I have to get out of there and get going. Same way with candle aisles. I can only take it just for a minute or two, and then I gotta get going. Oversensitive snoot. That's what Sandy said. My snoot's oversensitive. Well, I can't help it. It's just what it is. But we did pick up, Sandy grabbed up some of these toothpicks. 2 jars of toothpicks for $1. Those are handy. And then we did pick up some more medication. This is something that I can't encourage you too much when you're out shopping and buying. I always pick up something, if you can, to add to your medical preps. Now, I know a lot of people talk about bugging out and things like that, but I'm not bugging out. I'm not going anywhere, and there's a lot of you not going anywhere. And if you're not, then you need stuff at home for medical cares. You never know when things are going to happen. Now, I picked up some psoriasis relief. We don't have psoriasis, but what I read on it sounded like it might be good for just regular itch. It says relieves skin itch, restores moisture, comfort irritated skin, reduce redness, and remove scales. So, hey, who knows what all that might be good for. You don't have to have psoriasis to put something like that on. And right here is called eczema cream, and it says it's fast, long-lasting, and soothing relief for itchy, dry skin, visibly restores and moisturizes skin. I don't have eczema that I know of, but I'm sure going to give that a try the next time I need something for an itch or a dry skin or something. Yeah, buddy, who knows who knows what this stuff will do for you. I listened to a fellow give a testimony yesterday. He had cancer, and they had, it was that small cell stem cancer, and they had only give him several months to live. Well, he started taking a medication made for dogs, for a dewormer is what he started taking. He started taking a dewormer for dogs, and he immediately began to heal and get better, and he now has no signs of cancer. So who knows what you could find that will help you. Just because it's not says it's made for that doesn't mean you can't use it for that. Guys, that was crazy, but I'm telling you, that was something to watch. I would have never thought it. But we did get some more of these back pain relief patches. Our son have used these, and he says they work very well. And we got the large ones so we could cut them in half, and we'll seal the other half in a baggie so it'll stay, damp and still be very usable. So we got 2 of them. So in reality, we bought 4 for the same money because, like I said, we'll cut them in half and use them twice. And here's another one. This is a back pain, or not a back pain, but another pain relief that we've not tried yet. This brand, but it says it's got 2 small ones in it for $1. And we're going to put that back in our preps and see how that works when we need it. Another thing we picked up is this arthritis and sport penetrating heat rub. Never heard of it. I'd never heard of it. We saw it in our Dollar Tree today. It says Epsom salt plus alcohol for rubbing and soaking. It'll have to be good. If any of y'all have tried that, let us know. That looks like something that would be good to soak your feet or to rub bruised or sore, tired feet, arms, elbows, whatever it might be, with Epsom salt and alcohol for rubbing and soaking. Good for arthritis, aching muscles, sprains, aching stiff joints, tired, aching feet. Like I say, if you've tried that, give us a shout out so we'll know how it works and we can share it with other people how it works. Here we also got these hot or cold pain relief patches. Something you can heat up or put in the freezer and cool down to help your tired, sore muscles. And we'll probably need these a little bit later on because we'll be cutting firewood later on. And no doubt I'll have to have something for my muscles, my tired, sore muscles. Last but not least, Sandy and I have stocked up on some of our vitamins. We did that video a while back that the FDA has now been approved to regulate vitamin sales and to regulate vitamins as to the potency, everything about them, just like they do drugs. And this is going to create a huge, huge problem for vitamins. Vitamin sales this coming year, I think it was June, that they said they would begin doing that. So if you need vitamins, if you take vitamins, stock up on your vitamins, put back extra vitamins now. Don't wait, because vitamins last a long time, and they last a long time after their expiration date. But we bought one of those 7-day pill organizers. I used to laugh when my mom would fill one of them up for my dad, and or not laugh, but I thought it kind of humorous. I thought, well, can't you remember what he takes every day? He takes them every day of the week, and I was just young and ignorant. this makes it so much easier. Well, guys, thank you for following us here on YouTube. We appreciate you. We really do. We love you guys, and I pray that that the Lord bless and keep you, and that you keep your preps going. Keep prepping, because just like I told Paulette called us the other day, and we talked for a few minutes, and she said, well, I bought a bunch more of that medicine and medical stuff and things like that, and I feel like sometimes I'm just getting too much of a certain thing. And you know, I mentioned this to her. I said, well, if you put back enough to do you 20 years, then you may be getting close to too much, because when we look at countries around us that have fallen to socialism and the economy has collapsed in them, just like Venezuela, it's been like 20 years now. And those folks, man, they're still struggling after 20 years of dictatorship. So you're not going to have too much stuff. If you think the economy will ever collapse, you can't have too much of any one thing. Okay, so remember that. Don't worry about that you've got 5 of them and it might make you 6 or 7 of them. Just go ahead and get it if you feel like you need it. And again, always be willing to help others. Always be willing to lend a helping hand and give advice, give information freely, and always try to be a blessing to each other, okay, when it comes to prepping and helping people to do better. So God bless you all. We'll see you in the next video.